top supermodels in the world. Please welcome the beautiful Frederique. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
You look very, very nice. Tell us about this dress.
It's a piece of cloth.
Yes.
Drapes around.
Your beautiful body. That's a happy story.
They gypped you out of a sleeve.
I know. It should go right there. It is. It's very, very nice. It's very nice. And you're well? Everything's fine?
Yeah, a bit of a hectic day, actually.
You had a hectic day?
I was limping. I don't know if you saw
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit. Why are you limping?
New boyfriend, no.
What?
Actually, I had a little cutout.
What the hell was that?
No, I got a little cut, actually. I went to the doctor. There was a little freak thing in my leg, and they had to actually...
Oh, and they just take it out?
Yeah, with actually a needle went in, and then a little knife, and...
Ah, yeah, but everything's okay now?
Everything's fine. I'm limping a little bit.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You just sit still, and we'll talk. We'll chat. We'll get some drinks in here.
Yeah.
You're Dutch.
Yes.
We've talked about this before. And,
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm curious about something. You've lived in America for a while now.
Yeah, 10 years.
And you've dated some American guys.
Yes, different.
I'm curious. They're different? What is the big difference between American guys and say, these Dutch guys?
Can I say all the things on TV? Well, the first thing was, when I came to America, is one thing, I met this American, and we went out. And when having sex, they put out the light. And I was like, excuse me, the light has to be on. And they were kind of, yeah, exactly. That was one thing. What I thought was kind of strange.
They're having sex with you and they're turning off the lights?
I know.
Good Lord.
And the other
I dated
thing...
some idiots for a while and then graduated to people with a mind.
Yeah.
Well, I like the lights off myself. You know, just...
Why?
I'm very ashamed of my body. That's just me. No, don't do that. Don't look around, you know.
You see in the dark, you can't see the tears.
Yeah. He knows. He knows me too well, but
I know his girlfriend.
I
yeah.
know his girlfriend.
Wait, who's crying in this scenario? Richter?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I'm just fishing around, you know.
It's always me. It's always me running out. Okay, so that's the difference. They like to have the lights off, Americans, because they're uptight.
And then it was actually the first time I met a circumcised one.
Right? But wait,
Yeah, Europeans in general don't.
Yeah, okay. I don't like that story as much. Now, do you find that Americans, having a great show tonight? Hello. Do you find, but Americans in general, if they have sex or something, they don't want to talk about it afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, it's something what you see in Europe. If you would sit on a dinner with a couple of friends and somebody would sort of say, "Oh, I had great sex last night," it's quite normal to say.
They talk that way?
Yeah, they do.
Well, it's the
Especially in
Netherlands. They're like that, right?
Yeah, they're very open-minded, and it's something. It's part of life. It's healthy and it's good. And
but and you think you.
You can applaud for that one.
Yeah, but what if it's like Thanksgiving dinner, you know? And
I mean, you pick the.
I think we should now give thanks for that. Yeah, but first, I had such great sex last night. You wouldn't believe it, the things we tried.
We picked the right. I mean, the right time.
Right. There's an appropriate time and place.
We don't have Thanksgivings, though.
Oh, well, that's good. Then you can always talk about it. Now, there's I imagine, many women that are beautiful as adults claim that they had an awkward stage that they went through. I always think, yeah, right, awkward stage.
I have to say, I did go through a time like that. At like 9, 10, I had sort of that ready hair. And
I have reddish hair.
no, red, as a little red, sort of chopped up, not.
Oh, I thought you meant that was
No,
like
no,
awkward.
no.
Okay, all right. So you
No,
were
just
when
like
you're
chopped.
around 9 and 10. Okay.
Yeah, and I was, I had actually these two teeth which were quite long and a big gap in between before my brace time. And oh my God. and,
You still look beautiful even when you're doing your Jerry Lewis.
yeah, right.
You know that.
And then I was tall and sort of like that time where you're really thin and nothing is sort of, you keep growing in the
So this was
length
your
and
phase between 9 and 10.
Yeah, kind of like
See,
that.
that's my 20s, and the
30s
and like first part of my 30s was that phase. But and then what happened? Overnight, you just one day became Frederique. What happened?
Well, it started all to like sort of a little bit bulge in certain areas. And I remember a moment which was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Is I walked out of my school and this guy said, "Ooh, she's finally getting an ass." And I was kind of like, in one way I felt sort of insulted, but in the other way I felt kind of proud. Like,
Yeah.
oh yes, it's starting.
He was obviously. You can send out a Hallmark announcement for that, probably. I got my ass. Come over for drinks and cheese. We're gonna celebrate. I love your accent, and I heard that you're working with a voice coach to try and get rid of the accent for acting purposes.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a. I'm trying to make it more generic. It's very important if you go for the roles, and it's a very tough thing because being already a model and known in an industry to even try to break into acting, it's actually not an advantage. And having the accent is a problem. I mean, you have to choose in certain roles, and I don't want to play models and spies all the time.
So you're just listening to tapes? Are you working with somebody?
Yeah, you work with somebody and you start, you know, we put our tongue very different ways. I'm not trying to say it. When you say the A's and the E's, and so I'm learning of how you formulate in sort of generic American.
And what kind of words can you say now that are real American? Can you?
Coffee, no.
Wait, that's not American.
No, that's Brooklyn.
That's the Brooklyn, yeah.
Right. No, I mean, there's certain things like when you say, for example, rat, we will say rather red instead of rat, the animal. I have a hard
Oh, you were
time.
saying rat. I thought you were saying red.
I know, exactly. That's
Okay.
one thing. There
You should
go.
get a vocal coach, yeah. No, but you know what? You know what's interesting to me? What's interesting to me is that, you know, I'm not sure these things work because Arnold Schwarzenegger, since like 1983, I've been seeing stories about Schwarzenegger works daily with a vocal coach. And you see him, you know, even now he's been in this country like 40 years and he's done 50 films. It's like, I think my vocal coach is really looking out great. Oh, she's terrific. You're like, you know, who is this vocal coach he's working with?
Yeah, right. I don't think for him it's sort of a trademark, though. It
I think he
became like
shouldn't
a
lose
sort
it.
of-
No one wants
yeah,
to see Schwarzenegger saying,
I know.
I'm going to be back.
Yeah.
No one wants that.
Yeah, right.
That's his thing.
Yeah. I think.
I think you should think twice about losing it because I
Yeah.
find it very attractive and that carries a lot of weight in the industry.
Thank you.
You have, I want to mention your website is Frederique.com.
Yeah.
I could have figured that out. And that's sponsored by Supermodel.com.
Yeah.
All right, so people should check that out because you're doing a lot of business out there.
Yes.
You're a multi-gillionaire now through your business concerns, which I find also very cool and sexy.
Yeah, it was sort of an interesting thing. I went last year on the web, and for the fun of it, I put Frederique in. And I was actually kind of shocked and surprised. All these sites came up, and so I decided, you know, reading stories where I was from and that I was part
You knew
of.
that people were interested, so I got to get on the web and sell some.
Yeah,
And you're selling lingerie on the web.
No, we're doing
I bought some through the
fragrance.
web.
Not mine.
It's counterfeit.
No, actually, we're going on QVC. So
You're going to be
when
on QVC?
Yeah, with the lingerie line. End of
Do you
April.
even watch QVC? Have you seen anything on it?
I actually watched it once, and I saw Charlton Heston selling Bibles.
On QVC?
Yeah, I
At least he wasn't selling lingerie.
Yeah,
That would be
exactly. Thank
the
God.
scary thing. Get your Bibles and lingerie if you
Yeah.
call now.
Yeah.
Frederique, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Carl.
Best of luck with everything.
Thank
We'll
you.
take a break. Frederique, everybody. Boyd Mack is coming up. It's very nice. And you're well? Everything's fine?
Yeah, a bit of a hectic day, actually.
You had a hectic
was
day?
limping. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, well, yeah, you a little bit. Why are you limping?
New boyfriend. No.